In 2009, Yamaha reinvented their legendary Vmax, a bike that had defined an era thanks to its powerful V4 motor and V-boost system that helped it produce an impressive 138 bhp. In 1985, when the Vmax first appeared, these kind of power figures in a cruiser style of bike were unheard of, and very soon a cult built up around the Yamaha that saw its production run last until 2007. The all-new Vmax aimed to use modern design and technology to reinvent Yamaha's iconic power cruiser for the 21st century. While there was no denying the quality of the Vmax or its performance credentials thanks to its new V4 kicking out acclaimed 197 bhp, there was one sticking point: price. Entering the market at £16,000, the Vmax was pricey, but when this increased to a wallet-melting £21,450 as the years rolled past, sales all but dried up for this incredible machine, and it dropped out of Yamaha's model range as Euro 4 regulations came into force. The heart of the Vmax has always been its V4 motor, and while the new model lacked the old bike's V-boost system, it was in no way left lacking in the power department. The all-new 1679cc 65-degree V4 boasted double overhead cams, liquid cooling, and a whopping 197 bhp that was backed up by 123 pound-feet of grunt. Thanks to its size, the Vmax had suddenly grown some extra muscles, but it was also very impressively engineered. Yamaha designed a pent roof combustion chamber, which increased efficiency, and to make the head even more compact, they also devised a clever central cam chain system where the chain only turned the intake cams, which then turned the exhaust cams via a gear. Add to this a narrow valve angle of 14 degrees on the intake and 15 degrees on the exhaust, not to mention a whole host of electronics, forged aluminium pistons, fracture split conrods and magnesium covers, and the Vmax went a long way to justifying its price tag. Impressively, the new motor was actually the same width as the old Vmax engine. Yamaha wanted to ensure the Vmax didn't have the wobbly shopping trolley with a rocket strapped to it feel of the old Vmax, and therefore over-engineered its chassis. The aluminium frame spars arc over the top of the V4 engine and pivot on a semi-loop, not only adding strength but also giving the Vmax some visual presence. The rest of the frame is a diamond-type construction that combines gravity cast, CF die case, and extruded aluminium sections with the swing arm pivot area and main frame gravity cast, and the subframe CF die cast sections that are welded to extruded parts. This combination of types of aluminium gives a unique rigidity, which Yamaha specifically fine-tuned for the Vmax. The swing arm contains a shaft drive system with the 18-inch rear wheel, a massive 250th section, and the front also an 18-inch item with a 120/70th section. Suspension and brakes. It's hard to miss the Vmax massive 52mm forks, made even the more impressive with their oxidized titanium coating that increases the surface hardness, therefore reducing stiction but also looking mega. The forks are held by a cast aluminium upper triple clamp and forged aluminium lower clamp. Both the forks and monoshock are fully adjustable, with the shock also featuring a remote preload adjuster. Taken from the 2008 YZF R1, the Vmax huge 6-piston radial calipers grip 320mm wave-type discs, while the rear is a single-piston caliper with a 298mm wave-type disc. These brakes were linked to a linear-controlled ABS system which was claimed to give a smooth feel at the lever, and was developed specifically for the Vmax. The Vmax arrived well before traction control, but Yamaha were pioneers of some electrical systems, and the Vmax gained Yamaha's YCCI and YCCT, which is ride-by-wire and variable intake trumpets to you and me. An immobilizer was standard fitment, as was ABS, and the dash was pleasingly split between the analog rev counter with a separate shift light and a digital tank-mounted dash which also contained a gear indicator. And it didn't stop there, as well as a real-time throttle position indicator. The Vmax could be set to count down from 5 to 0 using the gear indicator before starting a stopwatch to allow you to time your drag races. The Vmax is a big old muscle cruiser, and while it lacks feet-forward controls and instead has conventional mid-mounted pegs, it still has wide bars and a relaxed riding position. for cruising around on it is comfortable at sub 70 miles per hour speeds, but due to its small 15-liter tank, you aren't in the saddle long enough to get too uncomfortable.